John Smith rather, and Chris Baxter in front of us. South African pair. John Smith goes back to London 2012, where he got a gold medal in that lightweight 4. Now racing in the heavy pair. As we've said, the Swiss are the world champions. Great Britain beat them in the semi-final. Also beat them at World Cup 1 and the European Championships. Spain, silver medalist 2 years ago, 2022. Got a good start. So we're looking here at Tom George and Ollie Wynne-Griffith getting away. They're looking increasingly smooth, increasingly comfortable in this pair. I'm sure they will love this calm water on the Rotsey. What a great start. We've got all these boats pretty much in a line. Irish on the far side have made a crew change. Ross Corrigan is still in the bow seat. We're used to seeing him with Nathan Timoney. But John Kearney's come in, who's a lead development athlete. They've made it through to this final. Of course, they got a bronze medal. Well, Ross Corrigan got a bronze medal at the World Championships last year. They're still right up with the race here, Sarah.
They absolutely are. And in fact, it looks like over in lane 3, it is Great Britain, Wynne-Griffith and George. They sensationally beat the world champions at World Cup 1 in Varese. They'll be looking to do the same again today. But will the Swiss, the world champions on home soil, have something to say about that? See a little look across there from Tom George in the stroke seat, just getting the check on them to see where they are.
Yeah, well, they'll be wary of the Spanish pair because, yeah, that Spanish pair did come through and beat the British back in 2022. But we're looking at the second British pair. Will Stewart in the bow seat. He's a gold medalist from the Coxswains 4 in 2022. As you can see it across the field, it's pretty close. It is Great Britain 1 at the front of the field. It is those world champions, Roman Roseley, I should say, Roman Roseley, and Adrian Gulic from Switzerland. Just in second place. Spanish right there too. The Swiss look so smooth. Really enjoyed watching them race. They had a great year in 2023, European champions. Saw them there on Lake Bled. Again, here we see them just so smooth and well connected.
Yeah, a bit more of a back-ended rhythm, aren't they? They're not quite as far in front of the pin as the British, whereas the British have quite a lot of length out in front of the pin, getting quite connected through the front though. So it doesn't look heavy. But here the Swiss, really back-ended and dynamic in that rhythm.
As you say, you can just feel the rhythm really coming from that Swiss crew. They're up at 39 strokes a minute, the highest rating crew on the course. They're really trying to go with the British and not let the British ease their way away. The British, like I say, they just look increasingly smooth to me. They love these conditions. The boat always looks like it's rigged quite high to me. They really kind of get those blades in and sit there like they're just sitting on the rowing machine, pulling it kind of into their chest. You're going to see it coming through halfway. These positions just starting to open out now as we're coming up towards the 1,000, Sarah.
Yeah, coming through the 1,000-metre mark, as you say, Greg. It is still with half a length, the British pair of George and Wynne-Griffith. In second, the Swiss, and look at this, in third place, South Africa. Huge turn up there. Probably expected to see the Spanish sitting in that bronze medal. So a great row here from South Africa.
Yeah, well, John Smith in the bow seat with Chris Baxter from South Africa. He's looking for redemption, John Smith, after Tokyo. He was really not happy with the 10th place, not happy with that experience. Had his second child last summer, but has decided he wants more of this. He wants it in Paris, and he wants it in the heavyweight pair. So this is the South African flagship. And here they are in that bronze medal position, getting through the Spanish right here on this side of the course. You see the Spanish there. Great Britain too, still hunting for a medal as well. This is Great Britain 1. This is kind of so business-like to me, just churning it out.
And if anything, it looks like this field is starting to tighten. There's about, 3 boat lengths across the entire field. The British still the fastest moving boat on the course with about 6 metres to the Swiss, but they can see the push coming from South Africa. Very close behind them is Spain, who look, in fact, as though they're starting to move up on the South Africans, who in turn are starting to challenge the Swiss. So there's everything to play for here in this last 500 metres. The British still in control, but they're going to have a huge challenge come.
I'm sure a challenge will come. The British have brought it up to 38 strokes a minute. That's pretty much the same across the field. It's only these Swiss who are at 40 that they've looked to step on, coming through. Now we see it, 500 to go. It's Great Britain, Switzerland. That South African pair still doing a great job here, ahead of the Spanish. And it's only really the Irish, with that crew change from the bronze medalists last year, who are back there in 6th place. I don't know if the Swiss can do anything here.
No, I think that the gap is starting to open here. I think it's the British who are in control of this race. They're opening up that gap on the Swiss. The Swiss, though, they're going to start to get a challenge here from South Africa. Do the South Africans have a response here? Because look at the Spanish coming from the centre of the course, Greg.
Yeah, the Spanish can sprint. We know they can sprint. We've seen them being fantastic in the Red Boys in the past. They're up to 41 strokes a minute. So, yeah, I wouldn't be at all surprised to see them putting pressure on. You can see, if anything, the Swiss look like they're going backwards right now. They're the slowest boat in the course, and they're really getting caught into that silver medal race. Great Britain 2 over here, you can see on the left of your screen as well. I don't think they're going to make a medal. Here we go, coming in towards the line.
It looked as though the British in the lead were just overlapping the boys there, so they'll need to make a steering correction. They don't want to come a cropper on any of those boys, but look at the race unfolding behind them. They're trying to stay ahead of that because there is a fight going on for the silver and the bronze, and they don't want to get swallowed up. Look at the South Africans absolutely going for it, but the Spanish are on the move in the centre of the course.
Well, the Spanish can charge, and the Spanish are charging as the Swiss are desperately hanging on. Roman Rosalie takes a look for the finish line. He'll know this Lake the Rothsay, but Great Britain are going to win this gold medal in the men's pair. It's still anyone's call for the silver and for the bronze. As we come down to the line, I'm trying to use my eye. It looks like Spain did sprint that last 250 brilliantly. And I'm thinking that Switzerland just hung on for the bronze. But you can see it's a photo